Welcome back, Truth Seeker. September 10th, 2019. The latest in the Antonio Brown soap opera is that he has been accused of rape by a young woman, a former trainer, a gymnast, 28-year-old Britney Taylor. And the accusation comes out of Florida, where Robert Kraft was accused of sexual solicitation this NFL offseason by the numbers, a ritual synced with Super Bowl 53. Of course, Antonio Brown just joined the New England Patriots. I want to read a little bit about the accusations and just tell me if this adds up to you. And then I'm going to show you more. Taylor's attorneys wrote in the lawsuit that Brown exposed himself to the 28-year-old Taylor during two separate training sessions in 2017 before raping her in 2018. During the first instance with Brown, she claims he exposed himself and kissed her without permission. A month later, Taylor claims that she was at Brown's home watching TV when the all-pro athlete started masturbating and ejaculated on her back, which he later bragged about via text messages. According to the lawsuit, Taylor was shocked and deeply embarrassed by this assault and his degrading messages, and cut off her working relationship with Brown. However, after Brown apologized and begged for her forgiveness, she was swayed by his assurance that he would cease any sexual advances. On May 20th, 2018, Taylor detailed the evening in which Brown forced her down onto a bed and forcibly raped her, while she shouted, "No one stop." Brown refused and penetrated her. And of course, we're not hearing about this story until the NFL, for the better part of the last week, has made, and I should say the sports news media for the better part of the last week, has made Antonio Brown the focal point of the new NFL season and essentially making him look like a immature, childish, somewhat horrible human being. And now with the rape charge, you could say horrible. And as I covered this weekend in the trade by the numbers, I pointed out that this is what the NFL does every single year. It takes its athletes, the ones who are black, and programs the masses that black men, are dangerous, abusive, violent towards women, children, drug dealers. They do this every single year. And then you learn this knowledge and you see what's really going on. You see that this is programming by the numbers. So the date of the rape was May 20th, 2018. From that day to the day that Antonio Brown went to the Patriots by the numbers was 68 weeks. And notice rape equals 68. And remember, September 7th is 9-7. Bill Belichick equals 97. The coach known for reforming wide receivers with attitude problems. Of course, Bill Belichick won the Super Bowl in the 97th NFL season by the numbers. 97 is the 25th prime, the 25-point comeback on February 5th, 2-5 over the Falcons. Falcons 25. But look at this. May 20th, 2018 was a date with 63 numerology, right? Brown equals 63. And from Antonio Brown's birthday to the news today is 63 days. And just think about it. Brown programming, teaching people to think that brown Americans, if you will, are, again, these people with these negative qualities. This is what the mainstream media has programmed for years. It's not as bad at this day and age as it once was, Growing up in the 80s, early 90s, every night if you turned on the news, some crime blamed on a black man who was on the loose. What do you think that news programming did for the populace every night? Oh man, another black man's on the loose. Killer, thief, You wonder why people are looking at black people funny. Anyway, 63. Antonio Brown, he's probably laughing all the way to the bank, not realizing that his own greed and willingness to participate in this, what it does for, so many people in the world. Notice he's 31 years old, too. We'll get to that. And by the way, with regards to how rigged everything is, he just joined the Patriots. Tom Brady just became 6-3 in Super Bowls, like 63. And, if you follow me on Patreon, we knew that was Lock City. It was Tom Brady's 307th career game, last year's Super Bowl, where he became 6-3. 307 is the 63rd prime. The Super Bowl was his 307th game. And it was in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which equals 307. And there's even more to this riddle. Go back and watch last year's information that I put out. Anyway. It was easy to see that it was Lock City for the Patriots before the season even began. Anyway. That 63 number sure is familiar. May 20th, 18 was also a date with 43 numerology. Again, that's the date of the rape, according to the story. Remember, most stories in the media aren't real. But notice rapist in football, using our 4 base ciphers. The alphabetic order. Rapist, football, both 83. The alphabetic order with the rules numerology. Rapist, football, both 29. By the way, today's September 10th. The date can be written 10/9, like 109, the 29th prime. And notice with the reverse alphabetic order and rules numerology, rapists and football are both 43. The accusations come from a person that's described as a former trainer. A former trainer has accused NFL star Antonio Brown of rape. Former trainer. Look at this. Former trainer, 79. Rapist, 79. Former trainer, 83. Rapist, 83. You see the 191? That's the 43rd prime number. You see? You see? So, there it is. Today, the day of the news, is a date with 31 numerology. Sexual assault's 31. A rape is a sexual assault. Antonio Brown's 31 years old. News by the numbers all day, every day. Her name's got a lot of standout numbers too. 67's the 19th prime. Here we are in 2019. Taylor, 28 in the most pure cipher. She's said to be 28. Britney, 42. 42, this number stamped all over Black history, often used in these shaming rituals. I could honestly say something about all those numbers up there, but I'll spare you. It's just another sick joke. It is more programming by the numbers. These pro sports leagues are truly sick. They dupe the fans. They overcharge them for tickets. They make them think the competition's real. They use their athletes in these sick rituals to program the populace. And people fall for it. And it's tragic. So, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Till next time.